Hi guys, Dan here from Valhallagames. So I'm away for a course with my work at the moment, and that gave me an opportunity to get to a friend's house who's been looking after a bunch of stuff for me for only the last 5 years. So I managed to get all this stuff here from his house. Thank you very much, Aaron. Yep, and yeah, collect it and time to take it back to where I live. But I haven't had a look in this here for the shortest time, 5 years. It's been 5 years since I actually had a look and saw what was in here. The first thing that I got here is probably the most obvious. So this one here is a Forge World 2x2 gaming board piece. So this one here goes with your Games Workshop Realm of Battle board. Yeah, I'm sure most of you have seen what that's like. This one here is a brilliant addition to it. Forgewood did great ones. I don't even know whether they do these anymore. But this is the original piece. It's actually cast in black resin. And this one's done pretty well. So it went from England to Ireland, Ireland to New Zealand. It's moved around New Zealand twice. Yeah, it's had a bit of a hard life, but it's come through it, so it's a bit of a testament to how well they're constructed. Yeah, absolutely brilliant kit. Inside the actual bag here, I've got all the other bits, including the hills and stuff, and I've got 2 more pieces as well. And that was just a bit of a rough overspray, as I remember what I was doing there. But yeah, that's all in this big bag here. So quite good, probably 15 kg or something like that worth of it, to be honest. Let's have a look and see what else we've got here, shall we? If I move that board out of the way so that I can tell what's going on. So 5 years, let's see what I got. So here we go, this is a Forge World piece as well. Oh, it's just missing the top little crenellations, whatever you'd call them. So this is like a bit of a Vampire Count sort of terrain piece from Forge World. I've just sort of base coated that. I never got any further than that. Yeah, what a nice piece of kit. What else I got? Alright, so this is a big sort of orbital defense thing. Like plasma cannon, I think it was. I think there was a splash release from Games Workshop in 2015 when I had the shop, and the gun piece goes on top here and this turns around. Yeah, splash release, made out of really hard resin. It was hard to stick together. You can see this little piece missing down there. I'm sure I'll find it in this box here somewhere. What else I got? Yep, plenty of terrain. Now we're going to see plenty of these, I guess. It's one of the sort of cities of death terrain that GW was using for a long time. Yep, plain bits. Oh, memories. Some of the older gamers are going to remember these. So, what else we got? Another one in here? Yep. Yep, 2 orc huts. Here's a third one. Good. And I put that up there as well. So this is all terrain from, I think it's Idol of Mork or something, campaign set that Games Workshop put out for 5th edition, I do believe. Yeah, they had a few of these card sets, and as I remember, I might find some more in here. But yeah, quite nice bits of kit for a cardboard kit, to be fair. So it came with like a bit of a campaign, so like just scenarios and stuff in there, and yeah, some cardboard sort of punch out and assemble sort of scenery. Let's see what else we've got in here. Alright. Yeah, alright, I remember this. So this German, that's a 135, I think it's a Tamiya brand armoured car. So that here is a piece of equipment that I found at my grandmother's house when she passed away, and we looked through all her kit. It turned out that so I made this probably when I was about maybe 12, and it turned out when we cleaned out her house that she kept it all that time. Pretty amazing. Yep, that's the wheels for it. Another one in there. Another hut or cut. What have I got in here? Yep, data cards for 40k armies from a couple of editions ago. Oh, these are nice. So these are cool. These are again another old 40k piece of terrain. I don't think they do them now. Yep, so these all fitted together like that. And basically run in different directions, and you can add things like bunkers and that to them. I think I might have some in here as well. So this was for the store that I had, so we sort of got, I guess, tabletop ready. There's some more highlights and stuff that can be put on them, but they're quite good bits of terrain really. Sort of a trench system that goes on top, and you don't have to cut down into things, so that's handy. What else have I got in here? Okay, so I've got Mighty Empires, terrain tiles, and Planetary Empires terrain tiles. And there's the Planetary Empires rules in there. There we go. Here's all the little villages and castles and stuff for Mighty Empires, the flags. So this is a campaign set for those who don't know. So basically you assemble these tiles together, you paint them as you like. They're very ingenious because depending on how you paint them, some of the raised up surfaces could look like mountains. Sometimes if you paint them differently, you know, the flat areas could be grasslands, there could be desert, there could be a canopy of trees, and then the raised bits could be mountains or whatever. They all fit together. Yeah, they can come apart. They're double-sided, so you get loads of different alternatives. They mix pretty well together, so the Mighty Empires kit and the Planetary Empires can go together. So the Planetary Empires ones that look like destroyed installations on like a planet, yeah, they can look like ruins, that sort of a thing. So a lot of them are dual purpose. To be honest, as I remember, there are some that aren't, like this one here. Big spaceport or hive city tile, whatever that is. And when they're raised on the other side, then there's nothing on the front side. But there are some that, you know, could be potentially airfields or stuff like that if you're using it in like a historical sort of context too. And it doesn't take much to, you know, put a little bit of green stuff on it if you need to, and yeah, adjust them. Look at that. I mean, that could be a natural scar on the planet. It could be like a defensive position or something like that, or yeah, whatever. So that was fantastic. They were, I think they came out 2007, I do believe. But you're really great. I think they sell for quite a bit of money now, actually. A vortex grenade template. So this is for the first Apocalypse rules that came out, I believe also in 2008. Yeah, nice and strong as well. So this one's passed test of time. Believe it or not, I had this all this time. Every time I got an opportunity to arm someone with a vortex grenade, I did it. Not once did I ever get to put this on the table. Yeah, thanks Keith. My mate Keith, who had like, he's got like the most enormous 40k collection I've ever seen in person. I'm pretty sure that all his formations managed to keep me at bay and never let me ever get that close to him to throw that at him. So, what else have I got in here? Oh wow. Yeah, there we go. There's the commander of that armoured car. One day I'm going to make up that armoured car Is it a 222? Something like that. Don't quote me on that. Whatever it is, I'm going to get the exact diamond count. I'm going to get it in 156 for bolt action, and I'm going to make it up as a tribute to my grandmother, mine and Rex's grandmother, our Nana, for, you know, her thoughts for keeping it from yours time. What else I got? These are good. Right, excellent. Once upon a time, I asked my mate to send me some trees, and he sent me the box of the sort of fir trees with snow on them. So I bought these, just a quick online pickup. They haven't got chamfered edges, but they're still pretty nice. They're pretty natural sort of vegetation, so those are pretty cool. And I'll look forward to putting them together. As I remember, I think I have a snow gaming mat in here, a fabric one. What's this? Vengeance weapon battery. So I think this is the smaller. No, it's just rules in different language. So I think there's a smaller weapons installation. So not that one there, a smaller one in here somewhere as well. Flight stand. Don't know what that's to, but that'll come in handy. Alright. Feeling pretty good after the first drawer, as it were. I better put the stuff back in here. There you go. Clean as you go. Clean as you go, so I can find some more things and lay them out for you. Orky houses in. So that is one of the first things I ever bought from Forge World. The other thing was a cottage. A nice cottage with a like a wood covered sort of cottage or something. Little logs and stuff out the front. Alright, Games Workshop Planet Strike terrain. So this is sort of vac form stuff, so it wasn't as strong. But I think this is an actual terrain of course, but it was a basically something you could play in the game. So before the game actually started, you could have planet strike, and I think this is like a laser strike from an orbital station or something like that. So it causes damage. What else have we got in here? Alright. Some more of these winter wood rocky outcrop bases. Nice, great for historical gaming too. So that's fantastic. Oh, the old original Rhinos. I was using these because I had a Spaceballs for, so this is just like a bit of a quick terrain I could throw on the table. The table was getting sparse or something. I just wanted to show that vehicles had been destroyed. What else? Here is one of those bunkers I was telling you about. So if I put that down there, and here I've got another piece of, there we go, that trench system. So you can see now how it joins up. Very clever. Don't know if Games Workshop sell those anymore. Yeah, they have a habit of doing splash releases of some pretty awesome stuff. Yeah, and there's a chance maybe they don't do it anymore. What else we got? Oh, yep. Some more of the Cities of Death style GW buildings. Promethean relay pipes. Okay, alright. So here's some rules for these pipes for terrain. I've got those somewhere as well. And this is cool. I don't know if they do this anymore. This is really cool. I had a big Black Templars army. So I had, I just sculpted on the Black Templars sort of Maltese cross there on the statue. It doesn't come like that. This is actually covered in what was really awesome. The spray, the textured spray you got when Cities of Death came out. This is really, really good stuff. It had this finest little texture on it that once you dry brushed it, it came out amazing. So a real sort of in scale sort of texture. Hopefully you can pick that out on there. I haven't found a spray like it yet that got such a fine texture, but great piece of kit. I used to have a pedestal to put that on, I think, to raise it up off the ground, that I felt was a little bit more sort of I don't know, dominating, made it look like it was more of a statue in a town centre or something. So we'll see if I've got that. That's great. These are strong. These aren't really vac formed. These are fantastic bits of kit. So this is a hill that came out again about 2006. And these were good. You could put them on top of your Realm of Battle board as well. But nice to have the flat top. So quite steep on the sides. It's pretty much your equivalent of the, I guess, the not very photogenic sort of layered hill that has the straight sides on it, but just layers of foam or something on top of each other. Because you didn't have the models that fall down on the sides. But so yeah, you've got the layers, but it just looks a bit more realistic. And the nice camber on the sides meant that you could actually fit models on the sides without sliding backwards and stuff. So it was quite clever. Again, another piece of terrain that Games Workshop stopped making. You can get hold of one of those. It's a good bit of kit. What else I got in here? Alright. Yep, so another bit of that woodland with rocky outcrops in it. What's this? Cities of Death counter set. Oh my goodness, oh this is great. So inside here there's all a bunch of counters and stuff for stratagems for Cities of Death. So if you've got a, I guess you got an ammunition stratagem or something like that, ammo dump, you know, you could pull a stratagem out and put it somewhere so you could show that building, any units in the building could do whatever it was. I think it was re-roll misses or something like that in that turn that you played the stratagem. Inside here, yeah, it's a hot wire cutter for foam. This is really good. Look how wide it is. There's my hand for scale. Yeah, it's great. And a bit of a device there as well. Oh, it's cool. The batteries will be long gone in this, I imagine. So this is like, projects like a little a crosshair, I guess, which was quite cool. Alright, little defensive wall. What's this? Oh, okay, Apocalypse stratagem cards for the second edition of Warhammer 40,000 Apocalypse. So what's here? White Dwarf stuff. Okay, so White Dwarf stuff is absolutely brilliant, but I didn't really like carting around all the times I moved all the different painting articles and stuff. So what I kept in here was, I suppose, a selection of my favourite heavy metal painting articles, terrain articles and stuff like that. This is what, I don't really read White Dwarf anymore, but this sort of article is why White Dwarf was such a good magazine for beginners and veteran hobbyists, because it had something in for both of them. When I went to the monthly and weekly edition of White Dwarf, there was absolutely something that was missing. It was just terrible. It only dealt with beginners, like basic, how to get things on the table, and so they lost their veteran, basically, players from buying it because they didn't really have such good articles. Everything was about how to get into the hobby, less about how to stay in the hobby. This, oh there we go, there's the gun that fits on top of, the massive plasma gun, that fits on top of that piece of terrain that we were looking at a minute ago. So hopefully we're going to find that massive plasma gun in a minute as we look through the rest of the stuff. Not bad, not a bad score. I feel like this is Christmas. It's like getting a whole bunch of stuff as a present. And I'm opening it all up. There we go, put all this back in. There we go. Won't do too much of that because watching Dan put stuff away is not exactly the most interesting YouTube footage, is it, team? Alright, Bastions. Yep, again for Warhammer 40,000. This is another Planet Strike piece of equipment. I think they brought it out. Oh, so here's the base. Here's the base for that statue. Where's that statue? There you go, much better. Yep, so yep, Battle from a Crag, crashed Aquila Lander, more buildings. Yep, what else we got in here? Oh, this is cool. So that's a destroyed Rhino piece of terrain somebody made and I bought online or something. Oh, this here. So this is a Forge World bunker. It's missing the basically the top on it. Look how much room there is inside there. Look at the detail inside there. That's awesome. Yeah, the little grenades and sort of I think it's a Catacan combat knife, shotgun. This is great. See this here? This is worth a few bob, even without the roof. And I got this given to me. This was given to me by the staff at Games Workshop in Blanchardstown in Ireland. When they closed that store, basically they had a farewell. They closed the door and had a bit of a raffle off of all the stuff they found out the back. There was just random bits of kit from GW's history. And yeah, lovely staff there. Thank goodness most of them moved into the Games Workshop Dublin store, because they're really good staff. But yeah, good bit of kit. There's all bits and pieces of defence lines and stuff in here. Loads more stuff in there. So that's all pretty exciting stuff to find. Good scatter terrain. Oh, alright. What I got here? So that's just an impulse buy, because this is 135. Yeah, I don't know why I bought this, apart from the fact I've worked with the French Foreign Legion paras and infantry before, and I think I was bored at the time and thought I'd make those up, and then I never did. Well, there you go. I also got, oh, the massive templates from second version of Apocalypse. There we go. The rules itself. I haven't played the latest version of Apocalypse, which has representative one figure to whatever scale that it has. But I mean, the quality of these books is just amazing. Oh, look at that. Yeah. And sort of up to this point, they didn't used to use sort of I suppose model replication in their pictures and stuff. I noticed they did a bit after that, so all the models you see in there are actually real models without being photoshopped. Oh, Curse the Wolfen. Alright, the Space Wolves player. This is amazing. Yep, this series. Okay, the Warzone Fenris. I love this. This is right at the end of I think it was 6th edition of 40k. Yeah, I bought all these books. They're amazing. Amazing quality. We finally got 13th Company Wolfen back again, and then they basically moved the timeline forward significantly and changed the rules quite significantly. But yep, really good quality in that one. I've kept that one because yeah, loads of good stuff in there. Oh, this is great. Index Astartes. So this is from White Dwarf articles back at the turn of the millennium, so 99 into 2000. This was just great. So these here, basically what they did is they were like a background for every chapter. Okay, they were published in White Dwarf magazine, and they put them together into this one single book. And the lore had basically changed a couple of times before this, or was, I guess, in flux, in creation. But from here, this is basically the lore of the chapters that then stayed from then on. Amazing books. Again, worth a few bob, those. What else have we got? Oh, Deathwatch role-playing game. Bought it, never played it. Deathwatch role-playing game. Bought it, never played it. White Dwarf, Spearhead. An older White Dwarf, even. Oh, these books. Oh, my mate Dan Blake gave me these. Gave them to me in return for sort of helping him learn how to paint when he started out. These books are amazing. Yeah, so Mike McVeigh, the old heavy metal painting team for Citadel, basically sort of step-by-step guides of how to paint things. Really great. This one here is 40k painting guide. This one here is just heavy metal. So as I remember, this one here is pretty, yeah, pretty good stuff in there. How to do transfers, that is applicable. You know, there's some modern techniques in here. Just at the time they changed. Some of the painting is very red period from Games Workshop, but the how to paint behind it is clever. This is what I was thinking of. So inside here is understanding horses' markings, which I found useful when I was sort of doing cavalry for the first times. Yeah, so yes, there's a little bit in here for historical gamers even. Codex Eye of Terror. Oh wow. 13th Company. Armageddon. Okay, so Black Templars coming to the fore. Cities of Death. Oh man, I loved that when it came out. Oh, here's another one of these Games Workshop. There we go. So I think this is Tears of. Yep, there we go. Didn't even have to say it. Tears of Isha. So this is one of the campaign packs that I was telling you about. So this one here is basically complete, because all the card there. This is the High Elf Tower, or Monolith, or something like that, or both. Yeah, so that goes with the, well, not with, but it's a similar sort of kit to the Orky kits that we saw. Warhammer Siege. Okay, late 90s. That is worth a little bit of money as well to people. Any of these good supplements that didn't necessarily get dated are worth a bit of money. Games Masters kit, Fire Strike. What else I got there? Oh, Infinity, which I got because of some of the miniatures. Chain of Command. Oh, that's awesome! I've got a small one now, so I can take it with me. So I remember this. Yep, my brother bought this over to me the first time when he discovered Chain of Command, and he brought it over and gave it to me. And I wasn't really playing historical very much at the time. In fact, I wasn't playing hardly any war games at the time. I kept it because he was that keen about it, and you know, things change, come around, and love it. Totally into it now. Thanks, Rex. Warhammer 8th edition rulebook, mini rulebook. And what's in here? I know what's in there. This is the that's the Infinity miniatures. All right. If I go over here, we can see what else I've got. So what's in here? What's in here? This is so this is a Deep Cut Studios playmat. This is a fabric one. I think this is a Tundra one. Yeah, I won't now need to lay it out completely. You can see what's going on there. That's good. Yep, so now I've got a snow mat to put my snowy trees and stuff on, so it's good. This is when Deep Cut Studios basically first come out. I think this cloth was the only type of offering at the time. What else have I got here? Pull that open. Oh wow. So inside here is all... Okay. I'll pull out one of the bottoms. This is all the Bastions. These are all the Bastions for 40k for Planet Strike. So you probably saw earlier I've got several of those. They do fit on there, I just can't do it really well with one hand. But yeah, automated defense systems there, so like guns on the corners. Yeah, they're cool. Cool bits of equipment. Got more in there. Yeah, more. Oh, awesome. So this is a Dark Angels Fortress of Redemption parts. Wow. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in here. Look at the... Try not to be too all over the place with the camera. Alright, here's the other part to that. So this is, for those who haven't seen it, this is pretty desirable. It's Fortress Redemption. So this belongs to a Warhammer 40,000 chapter. So this is the Dark Angels. There's a massive sort of tower and stuff that goes in there as well. Here's another piece of scenery, like a ruined chapel there. That tower will turn up somewhere, I'm sure. Okay, here's another piece of terrain. So this here, I did have it made so that one of these would fit onto it, and then another one would fit on the top. And I did have like little bits of stuff around the side of this bark and everything. It's all fallen off now from being in transit, but it's sort of blended in good enough. I needed to go back and finish it really. But yeah, this whole thing looked like sort of a rather menacing sort of hillside bastion there. So looked fairly decent for the battlefield, but needed to go back and finish it. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of pills in there. George H. George Herbert gave these to me. What a guy. Yep. George and Andre Herbert, fantastic stalwarts of the gaming scene in Whangarei, my hometown, and where I had the my shop. Excellent supporters. They brought that stuff into the store so that there was more terrain for people to play on. Fellowship Ring, Balin's Tomb. Nice, I've got the models for that somewhere. I wondered where that was. What else is in here? What else is in here? Okay, more parts of the trove system. What else? Okay, so there's two parts to this. I saw the other part in there. So similar to the one we looked at earlier, these two fit together like that. If you get four of them, they all fit together to make a long sort of ridge line. Yeah. Again, that same hard plastic as earlier, and the same thing we spoke about. So nice camber there, and on top another piece of awesome kit from GW, which they stopped making. Wow. So let's see if we can find the other parts as Fortress Redemption. So I've got one more box. Where is it? Here it is here. Let's see what's in here. More Planet Strike terrains. This is a meteor shower, I think, that have been pushed down to the planet's surface deliberately to disrupt the defenders. Yep, okay, that's Aquila Lander from Battle for McCrag, 40k. So this is another Deep Cut Studios playmat. So this one here is an urban one. It's like a destroyed or partially destroyed airfield. Yeah, that's quite cool. Well, I always felt it was an airfield because that's so wide. I suppose it could just be an urban with a really wide road. And here we go. Here's the other parts to this fortress here. You watch, I'm going to have trouble setting it up now, aren't I? So that goes there. Okay, not quite too sure how things go now. This goes in here somewhere like that. This one goes somewhere over here or something like that. And this last bit here comes out. Okay, well, something like that anyway. Something like that. So as you can see, pretty imposing. I just sort of put a highlight spray and I never got back to even filling in the details on it. But you can see, if I just grab a quick 28mm figure, yes, I know it's not a 40k one, and stick it on, you can see it's a rather imposing structure. So yeah, pretty desirable, especially for Dark Angels players, which is a chapter or the group of Space Marines this belongs to. But yeah, nice to have one. What else have I got here in the magic box? Okay, ruined Aquila in like a urban setting. Got the pipes. Yep, so these all joined together. depending on which ones you grab, and with those little pointy bits on top, you could probably do something a little bit more historical with those, I suppose, like a ruined tank factory or something. Shave that stuff off and make it look authentic. Yeah, get all the modern stuff off. Not saying that's what you would do, just saying it's a possibility. Another use for them. Loads of these death ruins. Oh, okay, that's the back of the walkway and see that Fortress of Redemption. What's this here? Ah, this is nice. So this came out at the time of the Eye of Terror campaign. So there's a bit that goes in here that's got like a printed plastic. It's like Chaplain Sanctuary or something, I think it's called. So if we have a look in here, have I got the piece? I wonder if I've got it wrapped up in here, because this looks like something's wrapped up for a purpose. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's a little bit distorted through time, but I'm sure a bit of hot water or whatever could sort that out. But that, it's a pretty amazing scenery piece. So this was made like this, cast and then sent out. It's even got a felt bottom, so it doesn't ruin a shelf or something if it was put on. It's even got the rebar and stuff on it. So I had there we go. So I had a large Black Templars army, so I painted the guys up that are cast into the base as Black Templars, but change it for anybody. And yeah, this came out Eye of Terror time, and yeah, pretty desirable. I got this for free. I believe I got this from Games Workshop team for helping them set up a the major tournament for the Grand Tournament in Ireland. I think that was around 2008. Yeah, they gave me one. So that was fantastic, because you just can't get them. They're like hen's teeth. Pre-painted everything when you buy them, so worth quite a bit of money. What else is down in here? Yeah, more Planet Strike stuff, Aquila Landers. Yeah, just a whole bunch of large terrain. You know, manufactorums. Oh, here we go. Look at the size of that plasma gun. So this is the top of that plasma obliterator defense system gun. Look how big that is. Yeah, what a lovely piece of terrain. My friend Aaron, who's been keeping this for me safe, actually bought one of these off me back in the day when I had my store, and he's painted it up and it looks great, so he can inspire me to paint that. Alright, well, hope you haven't been too bored watching me do my terrain time machine here. I'm pretty pleased with everything that I've reacquired. I feel like a kid in a candy store, to be honest. Yes, there's lots of 40k stuff there, which I'm pleased about. Most of it is splash release stuff, or stuff you can't get anymore. So I'm very fortunate to have it. Even more fortunate to have such a good friend that would hold it to me for 5 years, because I couldn't transport it with me when I moved house. And yeah, thanks very much, Aaron, and thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to look forward to getting some of this home, and especially generic stuff will get a use straight away, and the 40k stuff, I'm going to just keep doing it up, painting it up for the day that it gets used again. I've got someone contact me recently to play some 40k. I want to get back off the course that I'm on, and yeah, I'll look forward to doing that. I know it's changed quite a bit, yeah, but I look forward to playing again with my friends, because that's, to me, that's pretty much what 40k is all about now. I think of all the friends I've made over the years through playing it, and yeah, just great times. So thanks guys, thanks for watching. I hope wherever you are, you're safe and well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.